as players and coaches depart by waving hands to their departed clubs. One will be wondering which of the player or coaches will come into party to take charge and also be acquaintable with the style of football of those particular clubs. The likes of Manchester United are not left out, where players are coming in and out, and also players are saying goodbye. And none other than the new one who had made a goodbye message yesterday, talking about Antonio Martial, who has spent 9 good years and 9 seasons clocking his span at Old Trafford, making him among the longest serving French player ever in Manchester United shows. And also talking about managerial roles, Jordan Klopp has left. Unai Emery resigns a contract till 2029, and a whole lot. De Zerbi leaving Brighton, hoping to get his hands on Chelsea. Maresca hoping to get his hands on Chelsea. And also McKenna, who is also in the talk but has signed another contract with his minty club, Ipswich Town, who are the newcomers in the English Premier League. These and more on transfer scene today. Let's not forget, officially on Monday, the transfer scene, the transfer will be open for the summer. Talking about the transfer market, and we will be here to give you an exceptional moment, talking about a segment meant for the transfer window. My name is Ridon Musago Adam, and I'm saying welcome to another moment talking sport. Welcome to P&B Sports. Welcome to Politics and Business TV. We'll be right back to dish you out more on who is leaving and who is coming into the camps and who probably will be in charge of some of these big clubs' coaches. Let's not forget, Company is officially a Bayern Munich head coach. We'll be right back. Alright, welcome back. Let's not forget that you can follow us on YouTube and Facebook to stream us live. We also have some topics to discuss with on the Facebook platform and also the YouTube, most especially on the transfer market. You can go out there. Maybe I wouldn't have talked about 1 or 2 clubs, but once you go down to our social media platforms, you get to see more of the stories on the transfer window. That will guide you also to be with us on the program. Now, before we go straight to Europe, talking about transfer windows, let's quickly dive into the local scene as part of its plans to bring the forthcoming Nigerian National League NNL Super 8 closer to its football fans. The board of the second tier league has announced a partnership deal with an indigenous dedicated satellite channel, Metro Digital, known as SLTV, to broadcast live all matches in later of consent sent to the NLL board and signed by Paul Osuji, PhD. The organization's head of operation stated that following a series of they held with NNL manager, they have consented to taking the games live via one their dedicated channels, ANL Football LSTV. Further stated that they would pick their signals from the streaming outfit that NNL has already struck a deal with Spotlight Hub, while commentaries would come courtesy of Radio Nigeria in Nigeria. Build up to the NNL Super 8. For those who want to be part of it, you can link up with the Facebook platform of these. And let's not forget that the sanction has been there that no club out of the 8 clubs would stream live these in their individual official handles, only the handle of the said company. shedding up with Heartland FC match at 4 tie with Akwa United built for Goodwill Akpabio Stadium, Uyo. The game will now be played on Monday as against the initial date fixed for Sunday. The league organizers in a circular signed by the NPFL Chief Operating Officer Davidson Owumi, which was addressed to both clubs Chairman Paul Bassi and General Manager Promise Nwachiku. The league body stated that the Nigerian Football Federation and Akwa Ibom State Government have given the nod for the stadium to be used on Sunday by William Trust Ekong Foundation. Kindly be informed that the above match fixtures Akwa United vs Heartland has been arranged to Monday, 3rd of June 2024 due to the approval of the Nigerian Football Federation and the Akwa Ibom State Government for the use of Godswill Akwa Ibom Stadium, Uyo, on Sunday, 2nd of June in honor of Trust Ekong Foundation. The circular reads, and it continues to say that they should please ensure all necessary logistics are put in place to ensure the hitch-free games. Alright, now let's go straight to Liberia under 17 girls as they host the World Cup bronze medalist Flamingo in Monrovia in Liberia on Sunday 9th June in the first leg of the team's FIFA World Cup FIFA under 17 Women's World Cup African qualification series and the final fixtures. The matches in Liberia, the matches at 4 p.m. Liberian time. Bankwele Ololukore maidens have made their way into the fourth and final qualification round following a 12-0 bashing, a second round annihilation of their counterparts of Central Republic of Africa, after which they dispatched Burkina Faso on the 17 girls 7-1 in aggregate. The Liberian girls were a big surprise for the third round, edging out Senegal on a 2-0 away win after a 2-0 win in Monrovia in the second leg of a tie that Senegalese thought they had wrapped up after a 3-1 win in Dakar. The Flamingos will host the return at MKO Abiola Stadium on Friday, 14th of June, starting from 4 p.m. The winner of the aggregate will emerge as one of Africa's three representatives at the under 17 FIFA Women's World Cup finals in Dominican Republic. Burundi versus Kenya, Zambia versus Morocco are the other fixtures. FIFA under 17 Women's World Cup African qualifying round, Liberia versus Nigeria. That's the full fixtures now. Burundi versus Kenya and Zambia versus Morocco. Now let's go to the big boys now in Nigeria, talking about the Nigerian Super Eagles as the striker Victor Osimhen has given good news to Nigerians as he is available for the crucial World Cup match. It had been uncertain though to his recent absence from the Napoli squad owing an injury sustained during their match against Bologna. However, the talented forward marked his return in action for Napoli in their recent goalless draw against Lecce on Sunday, coming on as a substitute for Jens Lizdajuskis in the 65th minute. Osimhen had a positive impact on the game with his return to fitness. Osimhen is now expected to join the Super Eagles teammate for the highly anticipated clash against South Africa and the Cheetahs of Benin Republic scheduled for next month. Despite the Polish sports season, Osimhen has maintained an impressive form, notching up 15 goals and 3 assists in 24 league appearances, emerging as club's leading goal scorer over his 4 seasons with Napoli. Alright, yes, welcome back from that quick break. Now let's go straight up to Ghana, as the Black Stars of Ghana head coach Otto Addo is expected to arrive at Accra, Ghana, to take charge of the team's full-time basis. Now, the former Ghana Black Stars midfielder who took over from Chris Hughton in March has signed a long-term deal after receiving the nod as the new coach of the team following a rigorous recruitment exercise in March. Otto will take charge of Ghana's World Cup qualifier against against Mali and Central African Republic on Thursday 5th June and on Monday 10th June 2024 respectively. Ghana will open camp on Thursday 30th of May in readiness for the two games. The Black Stars are presently fourth in Group 1 with 3 points after win and 1 loss in their first 2 matches in the World Cup qualifying games. All right, congratulations to them. Now let's go straight to Europe. This time around, we'll start up with tennis as Rafael Nadal has returned to the French Open and a possible farewell ended at the first hurdle as the 14-time winner lost to Alexandra Zverev. The 22-time Grand Slam champion was beaten 6-3, 7-6, 7-5, 6-3 by the in-form German 4th seed. Nadal has become synonymous with Roland Garros, but in front of a partisan crowd, he could not replicate the level which has made him almost unbeaten on Paris clay. The 37-year-old indicated when he missed last year's French Open that the 2024 season could be his final one on tour. He has also said that he does not know if these will be his final time at the clay court major, but he remains a big chance it will be. Nadal arrived on court Felipe Cotria, the scene of many of the finest moments of his career, to a thunderous reception from a packed stadium while nowhere near his scintillating best. The former world number 1 showed flashes of his brilliances that has made him so loved, but not enough to stringently test Zverev. It was only Nadal's 4th defeat in 116 singles matches at Roland Garros, and Zverev became the 3rd man after Rubin Soderling in 2009, Novak Djokovic in 2015 and 2021 to beat him. To beat him there. He says, I don't know if it is the best last time I am going to be here in front of you. It is, I have enjoyed it. Nadal said on an on-court speech, the crowd have been amazing the whole week. For me, it is a special moment, and I adore it just like I adore you all. That is the appreciation coming in from the marksman there, talking about Rafael Nadal, 24 Grand Slam title winner there. Now let's go to another record breaker, not just him alone in tennis. Let's go straight back to football this time around. Cristiano Alvaro dos Santos Ronaldo, the man of the moment, has set another new record for himself for goals scores in a Saudi Pro League season after a double of Al Nassr against Al Ittihad took his tally to 35. The 39-year-old netted twice in the 4-2 win to overtake Al-Badrazak and Dallas mark of 34 in 2018-2019, though the Moroccan striker haul also for Al Nassr came from 4 fewer matches. Portugal forward Ronaldo has scored 64 goals in 69 games for Al Nassr in all competition since joining on a free transfer in January after leaving Manchester United. Now, the win meant that Al Nassr finished second in the table for the second successive season, 14 points behind champions Al Hilal, but 17 clear of third place Al Ahly. Ronaldo has now scored 765 goals in his 22 years career for Sporting Lisbon, Manchester United, Real Madrid, Juventus, and also Al Nassr. He also holds the record for the international goals with 128 from 206 appearances for the country, Portugal. Congratulations to the man there, and more goals for him as he is not ready to retire anytime soon. Now let's go straight to Barcelona. Outgoing Barcelona coach Xavi says his successor will suffer in a role. The Spaniard, who is 44 years old, was sacked before taking charge of their final game of the season, a 2-1 win over Sevilla. Now, former Germany and Bayern Munich boss Hansi Flick is set to replace him. Xavi, who was under contract until 2025, said that he was going to leave the club in January but performed the U-turn, announcing he was staying at Camp Nou in April after discussing with Lopetegui, and now he has been sacked. He says this is a very complicated place to be. This is a difficult job and you have to be patient. The former Spanish midfielder took over as head coach in November 2021 and won the Spanish La Liga and the Spanish Supercopa in his first full season in charge. This season, they finished second in the Spanish La Liga, 10 points behind champions Real Madrid. Xavi's sacking came a month after Barcelona confirmed that he would stay at the club. It followed comments he made about the club's financial struggle, which we are said to have angered President Joan Laporta. He says, and I have a feeling that everything I have done in these 2.5 years has caused an earthquake. He says, I have been targeted many times in many situations. Xavi said his work at the club not been sufficiently appreciated and said offer the decision to sack him. I had no choice but to accept it. It doesn't matter if I agree with the argument. The former Barca player said he is open to a new job, but at the moment he has 100% assurance that he will want to rest with family. It is so difficult to coach Barcelona, he added. It's been tough last week, but I have my conscience very clear. I am proud and happy. Yeah, the man is proud and happy, and he looks very, very happy even though he is leaving the club. Now let's go straight to Unai Emery. Aston Villa head coach has signed a new 5-year contract, keeping the man to 2029 in the club after taking them to next season's UEFA Champions League. Now the 52-year-old Spaniard has turned Villa around since arriving from Villarreal in October 2022, with the club sitting 17 in the Premier League. He led them to 7th place in his first season in charge and fourth at this campaign. He says, and I quote, I am very happy to take a step and the responsibility of leading this club, said Unai Emery, whose existing deal still had another 3 years to run. There is a great chemistry in Aston Villa, and an element of the fans' support also makes a difference to feel like home. We are really excited to continue this journey with no limit to our dream. Former Sevilla and Arsenal boss Unai Emery also took Villa to the 1982 European Cup champions to the semi-final of the European Conference League this season in their first European campaign for 13 years. Chairman Nassef Sawaris said, we are building something special at Aston Villa with Unai Emery at its core. We are delighted that he has signed a new deal with the club until 2029. As we move into our historic 150th anniversary year, there is a lot to look forward to with Unai Emery at the helm of affairs. Congratulations to the club. Congratulations to Unai Emery, who has continued to make the Spaniards proud of him being one of the best coaches coming in from the Spanish side. Let's go back to Old Trafford. This time around, Manchester United has spoken to ex-Brighton boss Roberto de Zerbi over a possibility of succeeding Erik Ten Hag as manager. Now, United are considering retaining Erik Ten Hag as their manager. Meanwhile, Ipswich boss Kieran McKenna is set to sign a new long-term contract despite interest from Chelsea, Manchester United, his former club, and Brighton. And now Paris St-Germain are ready to battle Manchester City and Arsenal for £100 million rated Newcastle and Brazil midfielder Bruno Guimaraes. Former England midfielder Adam Lallana is in talks over a return to Southampton on a free transfer when his Brighton contract expires by the end of next month. Everton will demand around £80 million for Jarrad Branthwaite, who is 21 years old, but Manchester United are hoping to strike a £60 million deal for the England defender. Now, Rennes midfielder Desirado is 18, is said to be the subject of interest from Arsenal and Manchester United. Chelsea are considering reviling Newcastle for English defender Tosin Adebayo of Fulham, who will be a free agent when his contract expires next month. And Southampton will try to sign West Ham English defender Flying Downs and the Newcastle 30-year-old Scotland Scotland winger Ryan Fraser on a permanent deal after a successful loan spell last season. And now Leicester City may target West Brom boss Carlos Corberán should Enzo Maresca join Chelsea. Newcastle are considering a £20 million bid for Burnley's 21-year-old under-21 goalkeeper James Trafford, and Liverpool also wants Trafford with their Republic of Ireland keeper Koimihin Keleha are looking to leave the club anytime soon. And Manchester United expected that a 2-year-old Brazilian midfielder Casemiro is to sign for a Saudi Premier League club this summer and are willing to sell him at an enormous loss. Aston Villa are not interested in another move for Barcelona centre-back Clement Lenglen, and the Frenchman has just finished a season-long loan at Aston Villa, and he won't be going back. Liverpool and Chelsea are among the Premier League club interested in Leeds United's Dutch forward Crescentius Somerville, and Crystal Palace part owner John Textor is stepping up his bid to buy Everton with a proposal purchase by US-based investment group 777 Partners unlikely to go ahead. Now, a potential new Napoli boss, Antonio Conte, wants to sign Chelsea's 31-year-old Belgian striker Romelu Lukaku to replace a Nigerian frontman Victor Osimhen, whose hopes of joining a Premier League club is already imminent, as the man is said to join Chelsea for a 7-year contract. And now, Norwich City 26-year-old Danish led by Martin Fraser, whose contract with Norgesland is set to expire, as AC Milan are interested in 25-year-old Tottenham Emerson Royal. Paris Saint-Germain and Netherlands have Netherlands midfielder Xavi Simons wants to join Barcelona despite interest from RB Leipzig, Bayern Munich, Chelsea, Manchester United, and Newcastle United. Well, this is the size of the package this beautiful morning. Don't forget to join me on Wednesday for another episode of The Moment. I am Redon Musago. Adam just saying do have a pleasant week, and make sure you do stay out of trouble. Bye for now.